The years of struggle for national rights by the Kurds in Iran culminated in the establishment of the Republic of Kurdistan in Mahabad in 1946. The republic lasted for 11 months and was crushed by the Iranian army on March 20th, 1947.
It takes a lot of courage, determination, and internal emotional well-being to establish, organize, and oversee a republic for a particular group of people. A man who possessed those qualities is none other than Qazi Muhammad. This visionary, fearless, and tireless Kurdish judge wanted his people to have a nation of their own and to be able to exist with other nations in a harmonious way. He had the understanding and support of other Kurdish tribal leaders who encouraged him to proceed with his quest. President Muhammad, a prominent judge in his late 40s, pondered about the day to announce the birth of a new Kurdish nation. And according to an eyewitness, Mr. Jamal Bakhtiyar, an eager 18-year-old at the time, he decided the day would be January 22nd, 1946. I asked Mr. Bakhtiyar, what is your recollection of that day? What do you remember? How do you feel? Mr. Bakhtiyar took a deep breath and he replied, I have vivid memories of that day, of that historic day. Although it had snowed the day before, January 22nd was a dry and sunny day. The people of Mahabad, which is a city in Iranian Kurdistan, were told to gather in the town's main circle for an important announcement. While the formally dressed tribal leaders of Mahabad, Mamush, Mangur, Gauruk, Zarza, Herki, Bagzadeh, and Barzani were aware of what was about to happen, what was about to take place. The average person, however, was not. They had assembled a stage and a platform specifically for Qazi Muhammad to stand on and to present to the audience. Joyously, he appeared at the platform and addressed the audience with a slow but assured tone of voice. Said Mr. Bakhtiyar, he announced the birth of a Kurdish nation and himself to be the first president, the first elected president. His passionate and effective speech lasted less than 15 minutes. Everybody cheered, and hundreds of armed men fired rounds in the air, celebrating the event. Men and women, young and old, danced in the streets the traditional Kurdish dance, while they were listening to the sounds of duhul and zurna. Sadly, though, the enemies of the Kurds managed to topple his government. They managed to topple the government of Qazi Muhammad and execute most of his associates and cabinet members. That took place in December of the same year, 1946. This meant that the first Kurdish Republic lasted less than a year. Luckily, though, the commander of his army, Mustafa Barzani, managed to escape. He managed to escape death along with a few hundred brave and determined men. They had to run away from Iran to the USSR, where they continued their quest for Kurdish independence. Barzani later founded the Kurdish Democratic Party, which to this date follows his footsteps. We have learned that Mr. Qazi was killed by the government of Iran, but his message lives on and has echoed throughout the Kurdish region to this same date. There have been numerous and failed attempts to suppress the Kurdish movement, to suppress the Kurdish quest for political freedom, for self-determination, and for an independent Kurdistan. Qazi Muhammad, the first and only president of a Kurdish nation, you gave up your life for your belief, for your people. Your name, your struggle, your sacrifice is alive with us today, and is appreciated by millions of Kurds, young and old, on a daily basis. Long live Kurds in Kurdistan. Now I can't help but to say a few words in our own language. هر بجی کرد کردستان قاضی محمد یادی او روژا هر لدل مانا
کردستان گر تو نبی یان جینم بوچیا بیمنی رخساری تون به تاج شاهیم بوچیا کردستان گر تو نبی هوی 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 تیرکم به آسمان هوی 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 کردستان گر تو نبی هوی 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 تیرکم به آسمان هوی 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 کردستان بر بیانت فینکی ایمان ما کردستان ایوار کانت خلوتی عرفان ما کردستان بر بیانت فینکی ایمان ما کردستان ایوار کانت خلوتی عرفان ما هوی 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 برینداره کردستان گر تو نبی هوی 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 تیرکم به آسمان هوی 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 کردستان گر تو نبی هوی 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 تیرکم به آسمان هوی 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 کردستان گر تو نبی هوی aman 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 aman, oh, 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 oh.